sugar on the rim of a glass full of shards. A beautiful house built of gasoline cars. I'm leaning into the heat of a world on fire, trading my oxygen for a hit of desire. You talk like a lullaby, but you walk like a storm, leaving me freezing while you're keeping me warm. It's a golden cage with a view of the cliff, a forever that's built on a maybe and if. Oh, this dangerous romance, a nectar made of stone, the most beautiful desert I've ever walked alone. I'm addicted to the sting, I'm in love with the scar, chasing the light of a dying cold star. The honey in the womb, the poison in the wine, so dangerous, baby, and I wish you were mine. I'm checking the caller ID like a ritual of pain, waiting for the lightning just to feel the rain. You pull me in close just to push me away, a master of the go and a ghost of the stay. I'm a moth to your neon, a bird to your wire, getting exactly what I don't require. Is it love if I'm always looking over my shoulder? Is it love if the bed is just getting colder? You're a masterpiece painted in shades of regret, a lesson in sorry that I haven't learned yet. I'm drowning in the syrup, I'm losing my breath. This kind of sweet feels a lot like yes, dangerous romance, a nectar made of stone, the most beautiful desert I've ever walked alone. I'm addicted to the sting, I'm in love with the scar, chasing the light of a dying cold star. Your honey in the womb, the poison in the wine, so dangerous, baby, and I wish you were mine. So sweet, but you're cutting me deep, baby. Why does it taste so good? A beautiful trap, dangerous, yeah, yeah. I'm still waiting for the period at the end of the line, searching for the why in a love that was mine. The drawer is half empty, but your shadow's still full. I'm stuck in the middle of a one-sided pull. You left with the keys, but you left the door wide. Now the cold and the silence are living inside. I'm a pilot in the fog with no signal from the tower, watching the clock bleed out every slow, lonely hour. Oh, it's a goodbye without a goodbye, a ghost in the hall. I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there for the fall. No final confession, no sorry, no end, just a fracture in the soul that I don't know how to mend. I'm drowning in the baby, I'm freezing in the almost, giving my forever to a flickering ghost in the sky. wanting to break this invisible wall. Sorry, no, and just a fracture in the soul that I don't know how to mend. I'm drowning in the maybe, I'm freezing in the almost, giving my forever to a flickering ghost in this goodbye without closure. I'm lost in the blue. The sentence just stops. No period, no end. Just waiting for the click of the lock, still waiting. Oh, the truth. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm checking the status, I'm seeing the glow. A picture of happiness I wasn't meant to know. She's wearing the smile that used to be mine, while I'm over here just crossing out time. I poured out my soul in a silver lined cup, but you were just waiting for her to show up. I was the bridge that you crossed to get there. Now I'm just a ghost in the cold morning air. I gave you the diamonds, she got the rain. I'm left with the silence while she gets to sing. Oh, he chose the sunshine, he chose the new. He chose the version of the life without you. I was the anchor through the storm and the rain, but she's the reward for all of my pain. It's a bitter cold truth that's making me start. He didn't just leave me, he chose her. Is she softer than me? Does she know all your fears? Does she buy all your lies with a handful of tears? I'm scrubbing your sin from the side of the bed while you're building a kingdom with her instead. I'm a masterpiece hanging in a room with no light, while she's the main exhibit in your Saturday night. I'm the almost, but maybe the yesterday's news, while she's the only one you didn't want to lose. Was I just a lesson you had to go through to learn how to love someone who isn't you? I'm shivering cold in the heat of your bliss, drowning in the memory of our very last kiss. I'm a house in rubble, a ship on the sand, while she's the one holding your vanishing hand. needed me. He chose her. She's got my seat. She's got my forever. Why wasn't I enough? In the house we built, he chose the light. He chose her. He chose her. I'm replaying the tapes, every word, every scene, searching for the us that lived in between. But the more that I look, the more that I see the way you were looking right through me. You held my hand like a habit you picked up. While I was the water, you were just a cup. I built a cathedral out of your maybe, but you were just looking for a way to say save me. And the truth is a cold, bitter pill on my tongue, the saddest of songs that I ever have sung. He never loved me, he just loved the way that I made the shadows and the ghosts go away. I was the anchor, and he was the sea. He never loved me, he just loved what he took from me. I see it in the way you didn't look back, leaving my world in a shade of deep black. You weren't even hurting, you weren't even torn, while I'm sitting here in the clothes that we wore. I was the fire, you were just the smoke, disappearing the second the morning broke. Was I just a mirror for your reflection, a temporary fix for a lack of affection? I'm shivering in the heat of a one-sided flame, realizing you never even whispered my name. Not with the soul and not with the heart, you were just playing a practice part. The truth is a cold, bitter pill on my tongue, the saddest of songs that I ever have sung. He never loved me, he just loved the way that I made the shadows and the ghosts go away. I was the anchor, and he was the sea. He never loved me, he just loved what he took from me. He never loved the attention, he loved the comfort, but he never loved me. I'm tracing the hollow of the pillow where you stay, watching the ghosts of the promises we made. The heat is humming loud, but the room is getting cold. Like a story that was silver now is turning into mold. I try to close my eyes and feel the phantom of your hand, but I'm just a lonely tower built on shifting desert sand. The air in here is heavy, it's a physical weight. I'm a prisoner of used to be, locked behind the gate. Oh, I miss your touch, like the desert misses rain. A physical hunger, a beautiful pain. It's a static in my skin, it's a shiver in my soul, leaving me half broken. When you made me feel whole, I'm reaching through the dark, but there's nothing left to clutch. God is so quiet, and I miss your touch. I walked past the window, saw a couple in the street. The way they leaned together made my heart skip a beat. It's the electricity, the fire and the spark that left me shivering alone here in the dark. I'm wearing your old hoodie just to feel a borrowed heat, but it's a counterfeit comfort, bitter and bittersweet. Is my body just a map of the places you've been? 'Cause I can still feel your fingerprints under my skin. I'm starving for the friction, I'm dying for the grace of a world that didn't end. In the shadow of your face, it's the sensory deprivation, a hollowed out us, turning every golden memory into piles of dust. Yeah, I miss your touch, like the desert misses rain. A physical hunger, beautiful pain. It's a static in my skin, it's a shiver in my soul, leaving me half broken. When you made me feel whole, I'm reaching through the dark, but there's nothing left to clutch. God is so quiet, and I miss your touch. Just the wind in the hallway, just the wind in the hallway, baby. Why did you go? Reaching for nothing, touching the silence. I miss you. waking up in the blue light of the dawn, reaching for the side of the bed where you're gone. The sheets are like paper, cold and bone dry, while the memory of us is still lighting up the sky. I've deleted your number, I've boxed up your clothes, but my subconscious is a garden where your memory grows. The logic of the daylight says we're better apart, but the logic of the midnight is breaking my heart. Oh, I still dream of you in the velvet and the black, in a world where I'm not always begging for you back. We're dancing in the kitchen, we're laughing in the rain before the beautiful colors were washed out by the pain. I can close every door, I can bolt every view, but I'm a prisoner of the pillow, 'cause I still dream of you and the you. In the dream you're not a ghost, you're not a jagged scar, you're the gravity that tells me exactly where we are. Your hands are on my shoulders, your voice is in my ear, whispering the forever that I'm dying to hear. Then the alarm clock is a hammer, shattering the glass, and I'm back in the wreckage of the never gonna pass. Is it a haunting, or is it a gift to feel the weight of you while I'm starting to drift? I'm shivering in the sunlight, I'm starving for the dark, where I can find the fire and the flickering spark. I'd spend 1,000 lifetimes in a heavy deep sleep just to have the one promise that you didn't keep. I still dream. Don't wake me up yet. You look so real in the dark, baby. Stay just a little longer, just 5 more minutes of still dreaming, still you. I polished up the silver, I kept the garden green, I tried to be the brightest light that you had ever seen. I memorized your coffee, the way you like your tea. I gave you every hidden part that made up all of me. But I'm staring at the closet, at the space where you once stood, realizing that everything I possibly could. I was an ocean of devotion, a mountain made of trust, but you treated my goal like it was nothing more than rust. And the truth is a cold, bitter winter in my chest. I gave you the rhythm, I gave you my best, but I wasn't the answer, I wasn't the one. jagged edge pill that I'm forced to swallow. I gave you my soul, but I'm the one feeling hollow. Cause for all that I gave and all that I'm worth, that was not enough to keep you on my earth. I'm checking the reflection of the person left behind, searching for the broken that I wasn't meant to find. Was my laughter too quiet? Was my love just too loud? Was I just a shadow in the middle of your crowd? You're out there finding better, finding new, finding more, while I'm still picking up the pieces from the kitchen floor. If my everything wasn't enough to make you stay, then what kind of price was I supposed to pay? I'm shivering in the heat of a one-sided flame, realizing you never truly felt the same. I'm a masterpiece hanging in a dark, empty room, a beautiful flower that forgot how to bloom. Yeah, the truth is a cold, bitter winter in my chest. I gave you the rhythm, I gave you my best, but I wasn't the answer, I wasn't the one. A flickering candle compared to your sun. It's a jagged edge pill that I'm forced to swallow. I gave you my soul, but I'm the one feeling hollow. Cause for all that I gave and all that I'm worth, I was not enough to keep you on my Why wasn't I enough? I gave you my world, baby. I gave you my world. Just a shadow in the hall, just a girl who gave it all. I was not enough. I've spent 1,000 midnights staring at the wall, tracing every shadow, waiting for your call. My eyes are like a desert, red and burning deep, from all the heavy promises I tried so hard to keep. I filled up every ocean with the salt of my regret, but the sun is finally rising on a heart you haven't met. The reservoir is empty, the well is finally run dry. I'm trading in my reason for a final goodbye. I'm done crying, I've bled out every tear. I'm washing out the static that I've lived in for a year. I'm standing in the silence and I'm finally breathing free, reclaiming all the pieces that you took away from me. It's a cold, hard comfort, but I'm finally drying my eyes. I'm done with the rain and I'm done with the lies. I walk past our old corner and I didn't feel a sting. I'm learning how to listen to the song I used to sing. Before I let your rhythm drown out every other sound, before I let you maybe keep me tethered to the ground, I'm scrubbing off the memories like a stain upon my skin, watching where the ending stops and I can just begin. Did you think I'd stay forever in the hollow of the dark, waiting for a miracle to ignite a single spark? I'm stronger than the wreckage, I'm bigger than the pain. I'm finding my own sunlight in the middle of the rain. The storm has passed over, the clouds are moving on, and I'm still standing here, even though you're gone. I'm done crying, I've bled out every tear. I'm washing out the static that I've lived in for a year. I'm standing in the silence, and I'm finally breathing free, reclaiming all the pieces that you took away from me. It's a cold, hard comfort, but I'm finally drying my eyes. I'm done with the rain, and I'm done with the lies. No more salt on my cheeks. I'm good now, baby. Yeah, I'm doing just fine. The water's gone, the fire's out. I'm done crying, I'm done crying. We built a cathedral with windows of gold, a sanctuary for a story that we wanted told. We had the chemistry, the fire and the spark, but we're still shivering here in the cold and the dark. I'm holding your hand, but I'm feeling the space between the forever and the look on your face. I'm a pilot with a compass that's spinning in a blur, losing the us in the who we once were. Oh, love is a mountain, but we're running out of air. Love's a bridge that leads to nowhere. I gave you my soul and you gave me your best, but we're still failing the ultimate test. It's a bitter cold truth that I'm finally tough enough to see, that love is not enough to keep you here with me. I'm looking at the groceries, the bread and the wine, the mundane little details of a life that's not mine. We can kiss away the anger, we can drown out the noise, but we're just two children playing with broken down toys. You're a beautiful ocean and I'm a desert land. No matter how we try, we're just water and sand. Was it the timing? Was it the distance? Or just the weight of our own existence? I'm screaming at the universe, I'm begging for a sign, but the stars are all silent and the moon on a line. It's a tragedy. here with me. It's just not enough. We tried, didn't we? God knows we tried, but it's empty now. Just the echo of a heart. Love isn't the answer, not this time. I'm standing in the kitchen where the air is still warm from a fire that died in the eye of the storm. You left your fingerprints on the glass and the door, but you don't live in this house anymore. I'm breathing in the ozone that goes to the east while the world keeps on moving out there on the street. I'm a moth to a memory, a slave to the glow, watching the ashes of us begin to snow. Oh, it's a love that burns, leaving scars on the soul, taking the pieces and leaving a hole. I'm shivering cold in the wake of the flame, whispering forever to a hollowed out name. It was beautiful, baby, until it turned blue. Now I'm just cinders and shadows of you. I try to hold the embers in the palm of my hand, building a life on this scorched earth land. But the smoke is so thick that I can't even see the person I was before you broke me. I'm a king on a throne made of charcoal and soot, with a mile-long road and nowhere to put my foot. Oh, did you mean to be a wildfire? Did you mean to be the end? Or was I just the oxygen you needed to spend? I'm reaching through the friction, I'm screaming at the dark, trying to ignite a single lonely spark. But the fuel is all gone and the sky is just gray, and I'm watching my heartbeat just flicker away. desert, and I'm chasing a mirage, still looking for your shadow in the corner of the garage. I try to speak to the silence, try to find a new sound, but every road I take is just the same old hollow ground. I've deleted the photos, I've cleared out the shelf, but I can't seem to curate the us out of myself. My mind is a courtroom, arguing for letting go. My pulse is a witness that won't ever say no. My head says it's over, that the fire's turned to gray, that I should pack up the memories and just walk away. But every time I breathe, every time the night gets deep, every single promise that I promised I would keep, it's a rhythm in my chest, a constant quiet flame. I'm trying to be silent, but my heart says your name. I'm walking through the grocery store, I see your favorite brand, and for a split second I'm reaching for your hand. The logic is a cold wind blowing through my head, telling me to listen to the words that you said. But the blood in my veins is a stubborn, soulful thing, still humming the melody that only we could sing. It's a civil war inside, a battle for my soul, between the part that's broken and the part that was whole. I'm shivering in the logic of a world that's moving on, while I'm still anchored to the ghost of a light that's gone. I can scream at the stars, I can curse at the moon, but my heart is a record stuck on one perfect tune. Yeah, my head says it's over, that the fire's turned to gray, that I should pack up the memories and just walk away. But every time I breathe, every time the night gets deep, every single promise that I promised I would keep, it's a rhythm in my chest, a constant quiet flame. I'm trying to be silent, but my heart says your name. But my heart says your name. Yeah, my head says it's over, that the fire's turning to gray, that I should pack up the memories and just walk away. But every time I breathe, every time the night gets deep, every single promise that I promised I would keep, it's a rhythm in my chest, a constant quiet flame. I'm trying to be silent, but my heart says your name. The seasons are changing, the leaves are all gold, but I'm still shivering in a story that's old. I left the porch light burning, a lighthouse in the dark, searching for the flicker of a long extinguished spark. I haven't moved the chair where you used to sit and read. I'm watering a garden that's grown nothing but a weed. The calendar is lying, saying time is moving on, but I'm still standing in the shadows of a sun that's gone. It's a beautiful tragedy, a slow motion fate. Everything is ended, but my love still waits. I'm checking the mailbox for a letter never sent, counting every second of the life that we spent. I know you found a new road, a different kind of blue. I know you've traded me for a version of you, but I'm a loyal soldier in a war that's been lost, holding on to embers regardless of the cost. Is it madness or is it a masterpiece of faith? To be in love with a shadow, to be on in a rave. From shivering in the heat of a ghost of a touch. Maybe I'm a fool for loving you this much, but I can't find the off switch, I can't find the end. I'm a broken-hearted lover who forgot how to bend. Stuck in a winter while the world is finding spring. I've got a suitcase of forever and a heart that's still true. Building a kingdom in a world without you. It's a beautiful tragedy, a slow motion fate. Everything is ended, but my love still waits. I'm still here, baby. Yeah, my love still waits. It's a patient, painful thing. Stuck in the winter while the world is finding spring. I'm looking at the Polaroids, the smiles look so staged, like a scripted out story on a glossy white page. You held me for the camera, you kissed me for the crowd, while the hollow in the center was screaming out loud. I was building a temple out of marble and stone, while you were just posing on a borrowed out throne. I was the one bleeding, you were just the pain, a portrait of a sinner dressed up like a saint. Oh, our love was fake, just a beautiful lie. Hollywood ending with a hello and bye. It was all neon lights and a hollowed out heart, a masterpiece designed just to fall right apart. I gave you the truth, you gave me a play. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a yesterday that never even existed, baby. You used all the right words, you hit every note like a ghostwriter scripted the things that you wrote. I was drowning in depth, you were skimming the top, waiting for the moment the curtain would drop. I'm checking the credits for a name I recognize, but I don't see myself in your cinematic eyes. Was I just a prop in your lonely boy scene, a temporary fix for the spaces in between? I'm shivering cold in the light of the truth, wasting the best of my gold-plated youth on a costume, a mask, and a sleight of the hand. Building my life on a desert of sand. masterpiece designed just to fall right apart. I gave you the truth, you gave me a play. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of yesterday. That never even existed. Turn off the lights. It was never us. It was just so real. Just an empty state. It was never us. It was just a lie. I'm staring at the blue light. It's blinding my eyes. In a room full of shadows, and never mind lies. The cursor is blinking, a steady sharp beat, like a heart that's forgotten how to be sweet. I've typed out my soul in a paragraph box, but I'm terrified, baby, of the way that it shocks. I'm hovering over the sand like a cliff, drowning in maybe a never-end if. So just read my last message, the one I didn't send, the one where I tell you I'm nearing the end of the waiting, the wanting, the wishing you would stay before the last piece of me flickers away. It's a digital ghost of a love that was gone. Read my last message before it turns cold. I talked about the coffee, I talked about the rain, anything to cover the weight of the pain. But underneath the surface, the letters are raw, the jaggedest edges that I ever saw. I'm a king in a kingdom, a static and cold, with a heavy heart, secret in a long, lonely road. Did you see the typing and see it go dim? Did you feel the bubbles sink down to the rim? I'm screaming in silence, I'm breaking in fun, telling you everything I'll ever want. But I backspace the truth till the screen is just white, a coward in the glow of a Saturday. He just read my last message, the one I didn't send, the one where I tell you I'm nearing the end of the waiting, the wanting, the wishing you stay. I'm packing up the maybes and the late night calls, taking down the shadows hanging on these walls. I used to be a ghost, just haunting our own halls, waiting for the hammer and the way the curtain falls. You kept me on a leash, made of someday and I might. While I was burning lanterns in the middle of your night, I was the only one holding the line, trading my future for a love that wasn't mine. Oh, you had a million chances, but you threw them all away, thinking I was something that was destined just to stay. I'm a bird in the wind now, I'm a star in the black, and there isn't any map that's gonna lead you back. You didn't just break me, you set me free. You lost me forever, and you're finally losing me. I walked past the mirror and I saw a stranger there. A girl was finally breathing in a different kind of air. You were my oxygen, or so I used to think, but I was just a sailor on a ship you chose to sink. I'm scrubbing off the fingerprints you left upon my soul, reclaiming every piece of me to make a brand new whole. Did you think I was a statue? Did you think I was a stone? Did you think I spent a lifetime just waiting by the phone? I'm shivering cold in the heat of your regret, but I'm the only lesson that you haven't learned quite yet. The door isn't just closed, baby, I moved the entire house. I'm the quietest storm and the loudest kind of mouse. So yeah, you had a million chances, but you threw them all away, thinking I was something that was destined just to stay. I'm a bird in the wind now, I'm a star in the black, and there isn't any map that's gonna lead you back. You didn't just break me, you set me free. You lost me forever, and you're finally losing me. It's over now, you can't reach me anymore. I'm gone, baby, so gone. No more us to find, just the silence.